Welcome back to Straight Outta Mobius. I'm your host, Zora.
I'm your other host, Angelos. So, lots of stuff happened recently, huh? Yeah, we got Monster Hunter news. I know you love that.
Oh yeah, can't wait for that. It's
Is
gonna be
wait, that's
good.
like a returning monster, right? Like what means
Yeah.
today, yeah.
So it's a returning monster, and then the second monster that they showed off, not the arc
Oh
tempered
yeah,
right now. Yeah,
I didn't see the full trailer, so I don't think I know everything that's in it.
yeah. The other one's a spoiler because it's the final boss kind of thing.
Ah, okay.
But but mm, like I'm hyped up for just like in general the rest of the hub area because the hub looks
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
I saw a few seconds of that. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, and then it's gonna change with the seasons. So when
Ooh.
springtime comes into full swing, it's gonna change into a Sakura Blossom
Oh, that's
Gathering
really
Hub.
cool. Okay, hold on. I may need to continue play the game even more. I gotta
hmm
finish to make sure I get this peak.
Yeah, it's gonna look really good. I think you have to beat the main story first, and then you have to get a little bit
Okay.
into the post game to get the Gathering Hub.
Since I beat Earth Duna, how far would you say I am? Not very far, I assume, but
It's like you're at like a steady pace right now. Like if you like hard lock in, shouldn't be that long. Like I think you can technically like clear the game like if you're just like straight up only focusing on like just like doing the story
yeah,
stuff and like not really like spending time with the optional stuff or anything, which I preferred like spending time with the
yeah, I'll do
optional
some of
stuff.
them.
Yeah. But it should only take like the story is like somewhere around 10 to 15
Okay,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So you're
hopefully,
like a third of the way.
I'll probably be able to get there.
Yeah.
It's just
It
like I need
shouldn't
to
be too hard.
before my orchestra concert. I need to beat Undertale. I guess I'm playing Undertale, and I would like to play the first Nier game because we're also playing a Nier song. But like, that's a maybe because that game's like 20, 30 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And otherwise, we got La Gambit alongside 20 million other characters for the Avengers movie. We're gonna have
Yep.
peak slop.
I love it. I
So
love modern day MCU.
look, like, is it the live stream? The way they announced the shit was so stupid. Did you hear about how they were announcing these characters?
No.
Okay. So basically, at like 12 or 11, they start a live stream where it's just a chair of an actor, and then 12 minutes later, it would go to the next chair, on and on until like 4 o'clock. So 5 hours of chairs. The last
That
one was like
is
Robert Downey Jr. Like, wow, no one knew he was going to be in this movie.
Yeah, that one was already like beyond obvious.
Yeah, so basically they spent like 5 hours. They announced. Did you see Black Panther 2?
No.
Okay, well, you've played Marvel Rivals, so they're putting Namor in the movie.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen clips of like just the
The movie.
movie come
Yeah,
up.
so they're putting
Yeah,
Namor in, but they didn't announce the Hulk, so I'm just like, bro, where? And they're like, there's like 7 million X-Men. Bro, where are my MCU characters in my
yeah,
MCU movie?
nowhere. They don't
No way.
exist anymore.
He's no, they're all dead. I mean, they're probably. I assume there's probably going to be more characters that just haven't been announced, or
Yeah,
they'll
for
be in
sure.
Secret Wars because like even Spider-Man wasn't announced, which because I think he's busy filming the Christopher Nolan movie, but I thought he was going to be in the movie at least a little bit.
hmm
Um, I mean, we have a guy U.S. agent who's kind of like another Captain America, but he's like not as heroic. I'm just laughing at what he's going to try and do to Doctor Doom because what is Bro going to do to Doctor Doom?
Yeah, what?
So yeah, that was funny. I mean, all the Fantastic Four. It's gonna be. There's so many Fantastic Four. It's all four of them, and like a bunch of the X Men. There's more of them than there are of like the main universe. And
X.
yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway, back on topic for Archie Sonic, I guess. What did you think of this week overall?
absolute insanity.
Yeah. Okay. So you see the first arc with Knuckles, I was kind of bored, as usual.
Yeah,
Um.
like once again,
Yeah.
just boring, honestly.
It was kind of like it was. It wasn't like the worst thing ever. It was better than last week's.
Yeah,
But also it felt like I don't know something about it was weird. The fact this is a Knuckles comic, but it felt like I guess it made sense. The Sonic stuff was kind of an up and down for me.
yeah. I was also pretty like I don't know. Yeah, no, like I feel like this week, like I feel like most weeks I put it like somewhere on like either 6 out of 10 or like a 4 out of 10. This week was just like a straight five.
Straight five, yeah. It's just like there was some stuff I enjoyed, but it was just like okay,
Mm.
sure. The second Knuckles one was a hoo hoo hoo. We got Holocaust poem.
Hmm.
Yay!
Yeah, that's it's so good. Thank you, Penders. Thank
I
you.
it's the thing is it's like I'm not against like children's media tackling these kind of topics, because you kind of you gotta
But it's so
say this shit.
insensitive the way he does it. Yeah.
Exactly, it's insensitive. It's just done bad. It's just done poorly in the first place. It it's just not done well, and it's just absurd that Knuckles comic is focusing on this stuff because it's not like it's not like taking a break from the usual shit to cover this stuff. This is just like the comic is reaching its pure insanity like breaking point.
Yeah.
But I guess we can talk more about the stupid ass like hailing Holocaust shit when we get to it. We can start
Yes,
with
for the end.
Yeah, we can start with Knuckles 19 through 21. Um,
Uh,
I'm gonna be honest. I think like in 19 and 20, Knuckles wasn't even in how like the storyline with the Secret Service wasn't even like intertwined with Knuckles at all.
it wasn't. They basically were just like, go to the floating island, and then suddenly that was like the whole point of
Yeah,
like the Knuckles issues, and I was like, okay, especially like the first two. Like, just imagine picking up these comics in the store and being like, "Where's Knuckles? He's on the
yeah.
cover," but
And,
like,
and the thing is, like, he's in them, and some major stuff happens in those issues. But it's just like he's so pushed off to the side. Like he finally learns that Locke is alive,
yeah,
but it's like pushed to the side. He doesn't mention it again for like another 3 issues because he just doesn't get the spotlight.
not at all. Like, there's like no. It's just dragged out. That's why
Yeah,
it's boring. It's just dragged.
yeah, and it's like none of the characters are interesting. Like I don't give a shit about Valdez. I don't know him.
Yeah, bro will be like, with Valdez, you know this place, whatever. It's like, yeah, it's the floating island. Everyone knows this place.
Yeah, right. Like I swear to God, like half the characters are gonna be retconned to be from this place some way or another.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember Sonic and Mighty somehow know each other. We still don't know how.
Oh yeah, wait, no, that said that was gonna be like talked about in a later issue, and that still hasn't been done, and
Yeah,
that was like 50 issues ago.
God, that was like 50 issues ago, huh? Yeah, it's ridiculous and all these stuff. Like, okay, and the way they listen, I like Elias so far, but
Hmm.
the fact that the way they had to retcon his existence in being that he and Sally were wartime state secrets is hilarious.
It's also like I don't even know. It is just hilarious straight up because like when you like look back at like what they're retconning because like you could see like Sally playing all happy in like the court area
Yeah.
and
Oh my
like
God, they said she was like a baby, right? So
yeah,
how did Sonic know her? Or if she's a secret, how did Sonic know her?
exactly.
I mean, okay, maybe you could say maybe she stopped being a secret after the Overlander War ended, and then she met Sonic, right? I guess, but like,
No, cause his uncle was a part of like the royal scientist, remember? And so
yeah.
Sonic was like
Oh, that's how.
he
Yeah,
he
right.
did play it with like Sally and stuff.
Yeah, but like, if she's such a secret, why was he like? Oh, like I know it's because the answer is Sonic like rebels and stuff, but you'd think like they'd make sure no one would be able to find her at all, right?
Yeah.
I don't. Whatever. Elias is okay right now. He's like the most. He's the least aggravating character here. I can enjoy him. He seems like a decent person for now.
Yeah, he's been pretty chill.
Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. Right. So where is this? I'm trying to find something. Right. So Knuckles was born in Echidnaopolis. We finally get that clarified.
Yeah.
And it's then he moves to the floating island, and it's like okay, I guess that's the only way that makes sense. Then we have Lara Lay, and Locke. Locke has her cheat on on her fiance.
Oh my God, yeah,
Because
kissed her
yeah,
despite like not asking or anything.
yeah. Was she kissing him back? I couldn't tell from the art, to be honest.
It felt like he pulled her in.
Yeah, that's true. But like sometimes I can't tell because it's either the art or the speech bubble. Sometimes we still have the speech bubble problem, but it's like less prevalent this week.
Mm.
Um.
There were some big moments where it
Oh.
was
Oh yeah.
fucking.
Sometimes it was just like really bad. Like there was, I think there was sometime with Knuckles and
It's always in
the
the
brother.
Knuckles issues where it gets really bad.
Yeah. Um. I felt like we just kind of like skipped. Right. So you know the point where like Elias was like, "Oh yeah, go to this spot, and we'll be saved by the people who saved me."
Hmm.
They just skipped the entire journey there, and like
Yeah,
Elias just suddenly knows them way better now or whatever, and then the Brotherhood saves
like
them.
yeah,
Also, the Day of Fury just randomly starts, but I think that was that Robotnik that caused that Day of Fury.
I can't
He caused the
tell
earthquake
anymore.
later, right? Yeah, because he caused the earthquake later.
Yeah, and he causes like the asteroid storm in a later
Yeah,
issue.
and the Sonic issues. So he might have, but then like they're like, oh wait, this is natural. It's just like the normal days of Fury, but like,
Yeah, it's just so like we just won't be able to tell until they finally give us it like
yeah,
straight up
like I
to
like
our
the build up.
face.
It's cool. I find it interesting in the Sonic issues where it's just like goes back to space and he pulls some shit like that. That intrigues me more than what's actually happening in the comic. But
Yeah, no.
it's everything is just so done so weirdly. I don't even know anymore, man. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Right. Speaking of Valdez earlier, Heavy and Bomb tried saying like Valdez often says heavy deep doo doo. This man has never said deep doo doo in the 5 issues we've known him.
Yeah, I don't know like where they just suddenly pulled that from, but not even just that. Can we like what happened to them? The last thing
Wait.
I saw
Oh.
of them was them
Wait.
falling off the waterfall and saying that the gravitational force was pulling them in, and then I don't remember seeing them again.
Wait. No, I think they do. Because wait, hold on.
Do they just randomly appear again later on when we go back to like
Um.
Haven and stuff? Because I just straight up
Wait.
like for
Didn't
like, they
didn't
didn't
King
resolve
Acorn
that, did they?
didn't King Acorn assign them another mission or something?
I don't even
No. Yeah.
know.
Yeah. 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 Because he disbands the Freedom Fighters and he has them go to the Gulag.
Oh yeah, they are
I
there, but
think.
like my point is like we see Heavy and Bomb like fall down and then
Oh yeah, Heavy Bomb specifically. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just fine because remember Sonic thinks he's dead or something,
mm,
or well, I don't know if it's
oh,
Sonic. Someone thinks he dies from exploding, and then he just pops up later.
yeah,
Um,
you're right. But I'm just talking about in that moment because we don't get like we
no,
don't
I
get
think they
like
just show
told
up.
what the heck happened to them.
Nah, yeah, they just reappear.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot what the Chaotix were up to before this because they just randomly reappear in like 22.
Hmm.
So like, what were they doing? Because like Julie Sue is important sometimes, but like
Yeah,
they don't do anything.
I don't know.
Um,
They haven't been doing shit. They just keep
yeah,
like
right.
when they're even
They
like
don't do anything when they're on screen.
involved, yeah, they don't do anything with their like screen time. They get shown, and it's like, yeah, I'm here. What can we do with Vector?
Oh
Make
my
him
god!
really passive aggressive with
If
Julie Sue
I
for the
have to
50th
hear
time.
if I have to hear Vector come think Julie Sue is like a traitor one more fucking time, I swear to God I'm gonna blow a gasket.
Dude, it's been done to death. It's like Vector, we have gone through like 40 issues with you here
Yeah,
from the start of this moment, and you are still unchanged on this opinion.
it's not like they're doing anything with this tension either. It's just him saying, "Oh my God, Julie Sue, you must be evil." Oh my God, Vector, how do you
Yeah, it's
not
just him being
trust me?
unnecessarily hostile.
Yeah, it's
Whole
and no one
fucking
tries to
time.
call him out on it either.
Exactly.
It's just like Knuckles just like lets him do it. Like, bro, get his ass in line. I don't. Yeah, whatever. And then I guess this is where Tobor gets knocked out. Or not Tobor, Rex.
Hmm.
He gets knocked out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I like the tension that was with Knuckles and him when he got into Haven.
Hmm.
But like, this man really just tried to kill him with like a needle, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, damn, I didn't expect like lethal injection.
Yeah, that's a crazy way to attempt.
But yeah, that was like the most. That and then just Elias coming in was like the most I was peaked. My interest was peaked in this entire arc.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like whatever, man. Shit happened, I guess. And the Sonic stuff, Sonic 68,
Yeah, slightly more interesting stuff.
slightly more interesting. You see, I was actually enjoying this issue until like later. This arc in general, I guess. Um,
Hmm.
what's oh yeah, also the 68 kind of actually pissed me off a little bit with when they say it's only been a week since Robotnik died.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, I didn't
Yeah,
even pick that up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that makes it even worse. Because I thought at least a little time had passed between Robotnik dying to them leaving Mobotropolis to go find Naugus.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought more time had passed too. I
And
think we
then
had
like
this conversation.
yeah, because we had already said okay, it's only been a week since they left Mobotropolis, but I thought it had been like a few weeks between Robotnik and them leaving, and then a few weeks between them leaving and beating Naugus. But no, it's just weeks since Robotnik died. So it doesn't really make any sense that Mobotropolis looks that different.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. 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 No, it doesn't.
Like this is the big problem is that it's like they try to make some big things like oh my god Mobotropolis has advanced so far, look how far they have like little bars and stuff, like bro it's only been a few weeks.
Yeah, it's like there's no way they did all of that already.
Yeah, it's like if it was months it'd be cool, but like it's just the weeks is too short of a time span, but I guess it's because they're trying to make sure they don't like age them up too fast or whatever. They could also just ignore that.
Yeah, they
um,
could.
the the speech bubble actually okay, this is where I had a speech bubble problem, was where you know how they start doing the 3-2-1 or the one
Uh,
one two. They start doing Sonic's birthday candles throughout the issue.
yeah.
Okay, so did you also get confused by when the first page to the spread, where it was like they say someone starts talking, it's like where is, and it's supposed to be the Sonic the Hedgehog the logo, but the first thing you see on that spread is the number two.
Hmm.
So that confused me for a second. I was like, wait, I'm like, what do you mean where is two?
Oh yeah. No. No. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, that was strange.
I mean, in general, just those issues popping up again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll say with them coming back, it's cool to see the freedom fighters in an actual like meaningful capacity again.
Hmm.
Um,
I agree.
I miss them. I miss them. They were
I
like
miss them too.
they're so much better
And then
characters.
we get told later by King Acorn.
Oh my god, yet. Wait, is this the issue where Sonic talks to Antoine
Yeah,
about? Yeah. I thought he said he wasn't going to tell Antoine.
I thought so too, but maybe
I
like the
guess he
guilt
did
was
tell him.
like on him, kind of thing.
Yeah, whatever. Um, what's this? Right, yeah. Then we have the meteors thing. That was cool. I like the way Sonic like saves Sally.
Hmm.
Um,
It was nice.
and then we have the wolf pack part.
Oh my God, don't even get me started. I don't really like. I genuinely don't care what they're up to.
Right? Like, okay, actually, I have like a little inkling of care only because I like the Overlander kids, kind of. But
Hmm.
like the actual wolf pack, I don't care. Like, who are they?
Yeah, it's so like I'm trying here. I'm trying to give them my care, but it's just
It's
like,
because
dude.
like they're they're relegated to a B story, which doesn't have that many pages anyway, and it's also Penders. So
Yeah.
so it's just like they're getting hurt on both levels here, where it's just like the nothing meaningful gets to happen because they have to wrap it up immediately. It, I don't know. Should we talk about some Super Special 8 first, or should we just go with the next two Sonic issues first?
We can do super special aid.
Okay, what did you think of the Super
Well,
Special?
I mean, I like seeing Sonic.
Yeah, but he
Think
was like
nothing.
2 pages.
I know. He just kind of explained that Sonic was never like in control of
Yeah,
like,
I didn't really like that.
yeah, no.
It's just like
Oh,
he's like, ah, why do you think you went to the exact dimensional thing? Like I thought that's what the highway was for, but okay, buddy.
yeah, like I thought that's like, yeah, that was like the whole point. But yeah, okay.
He's like, hey, I moved you to all those places. So it's like, okay, so why did the villains get there?
Yeah.
Like if it's so hard to end up in other dimensions, why were they easily able to do it before? Like I know it's just a retcon, but like it's like a retcon for the worse.
Yeah, the bad one.
Yeah, especially because like it ends immediately. There's no story here. It's because it's a prelude to who knows when they'll get picked up again. But whatever. I did find the Sailor Moon parody to be funny.
But Knuckles
Dude,
looking so
tuxedo
human.
Knuckles. I burst out laughing. It was
Yeah, I was dying. I actually could not. Like, I took one good look and I was like, I can't take this seriously. I can't. Oh my
yeah. To be
God.
fair, I don't think you are, but it's just like
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to, but it's
because
just so funny.
he has the dreads and then he has the cape and they're both the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I okay. Do you think this took place in the past? Because Sonic has a line where he's like, why don't I get the girl? But like
Oh,
he
yeah,
has
yeah,
the
yeah.
girl.
Maybe. I didn't think about honestly
Oh
where
wait,
it took
no.
place.
It has to take place after because I think Sonic references issue 52.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, so like Sonic, what are you on about? You're you're dating Sally, right? Like, am I wrong here? I
No, I'm
guess.
pretty sure he is, but they're always so iffy on it. Like, are
Yeah,
they
they haven't even
dating?
done
Are
it.
they
Like
not?
they act like they're dating in issue 68, kind of. I guess.
Yeah, that's like
Maybe.
an I guess moment. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm kind of disappointed that the first story wasn't longer because I wanted to see more of Sally Moon and what was oh yeah Chibi Rose. There we go. I wanted to see more of them. They were just kind of funny.
GB Rose is crazy. Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, oh my God.
It's like the cover feels like false advertising, man.
Yeah,
Um,
it was funny though.
it was funny, but then we get to
The
the B story.
hmm
I do like Amy and Sonic just hanging out.
Yeah, it was kind of nice.
Yeah, but I think this is this is like the first confirmation they actually have Amy having a crush on him, right?
I think so,
So,
because she was just like a pen pal, like fan.
yeah, and then she doesn't talk for like 20 issues at a time. So,
Yeah,
although she does seem to be getting a little more important, right?
slowly but
Slowly,
surely.
she gets one line in each of the issues.
When
One day you'll get your good moments.
yeah, just wait till she becomes more relevant in the games and stuff. Like once we get to the
The
adventure
adventure
time
stuff, yeah.
period, she'll start appearing
Once
more.
they get the redesigns, they'll probably like get more important. You gotta play adventure, man.
I
Get
do, I
get in
do.
your head. It's almost there.
I know we're
um,
nearing it.
yep. I just need Eggman back, please. Please give me Eggman back.
We need the Eggman.
Yeah, that's what he is. Monkey Kong. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said it.
um, he had a stupid line. He's like, I can't believe a dragon's real. Like, excuse me,
Me looking at Dulcie.
Dulcie, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
your freedom fighter friends or have a dragon amongst them.
yeah, that was.
Uh,
I think that also like popped up in my head where I was like, don't we literally know a dragon?
yeah, like, does Dulcie appear? Not really. But does she exist?
That
Yup.
also just flashbanged in my mind the fact that we had the library plot with like Avi
Oh my
and
god,
Dulcie, and that never
wait,
like
oh
went
my,
anywhere.
yeah. Where did it go anywhere? Who was in the library? Who was in the library? Whatever.
Truly the question of all time.
Yup. Oh, then we have the D story where the art. Did you
Oh, Yeah, no, you're talking about the Ghost Stories
Yeah,
plot. Yeah,
dude,
that
I flipped the
art.
page and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I got to that and I was just like, oh, like my first note is so like mean, but it's true. I just went D plot his shitty art.
Yeah, it's true. Like I feel bad for the art. They're probably more accustomed to drawing like humans and shit.
Yeah,
But like
but it was
it's
just
just
like, oh my God.
it at least the story was okay. Um
Hmm.
like I don't know, something about them like all running away from ghosts just got me like kind of funny with like the headless gopher.
Yeah, no, that was funny. I thought it was like a nice little D plot.
Yeah. But yeah, the art was just so weird. And it's not like the thing is about this artist is that this art was just bad, but like there's a later Knuckles issue, I forget which one, where like they look like humans, but at least the art, it's like technically drawn well, but it's weird for Sonic characters to look like this. This was just like bad art.
Yeah, no, this was just straight up bad. I did not like this.
Yeah, it was quite weird. Um, but yeah, that was a special. I think that was probably the worst super special so far.
Definitely. No, I agree.
Because like it
That
wasn't
one's
like
like,
yeah, nothing really happened in it.
yeah, that one's just straight up the worst.
Yeah, because like, it's not like the Image Comics crossover. We didn't really get a lot out of it because we don't really know anything about Comics. But at least like stuff was happening, and we got like cameos from the other company, right?
Yeah, we did.
So yeah, I don't know
It was
what happened
interesting.
here. We get like a build up for something with Sonic, and that's it.
Because I think like it's not even just that. It didn't feel like a special. We
Yeah,
had
right.
four different plots in one.
It felt
It
like
wasn't.
a double. It looked like two issues in one. That's what it felt like. It
Yeah,
was yeah. It was like it wasn't a special issue. It was just here's a double-sized issue, which would be fine if they called it that. But this one's a super special, so it's like why not just whatever.
yeah. It's like why didn't you just? Yeah, just whatever. That's the
Yeah,
best way to describe it. Just whatever. We can move on from that one.
yeah. Sonic 69, where I think they retconned the Queen thing again. Oh, right, we didn't even talk about the backstory with Elias at all. We just kind of skimmed over that.
Yeah, we were just like Elias is cool, and that was our
Yeah,
thing.
what'd you think about that backstory in total? That's my first note brings it up. So I'm like, shit, we didn't even talk
Mm,
about that.
I don't even know, honestly. I'm
I
just
mean,
kind of
it's chill,
like,
I guess.
yeah, like what? She's brain dead, so they put her in
Yeah, the
cryostasis,
echidnas
basically.
kind of piss me off more and more, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean they always do.
Yeah, like I understand
Never fail.
neutrality thing, but like, bro, at least like
Yeah, you're
find
telling me they
some way
didn't
to
like.
tell the king.
Yeah, they could have like contacted or something
Yeah, right.
somehow.
Like, I don't think anyone in this comic has at all hacked communications. Like they've changed the way they look, but I don't think anyone's like hacked communications before. So like, why not just do that? Whatever. I think they retconned the queen's thing already because yeah, she's supposed to be brain dead from like her injuries in the crash, right?
Yeah.
And then 69 has them say the illness that has overtaken her.
Oh yeah, Dr. Quack. Yeah, so
Dr.
she has an
Quack, you
illness.
fucking loser. Yeah, he's just like,
Starting to think this guy's a quack.
wow, it's like Horatio Quack is a quack. Yeah, I don't know. Is it gonna be an illness? Is it gonna be she's just brain dead? Who knows? I don't think they know either. Um Also I kinda feel bad for Sally now. Because
Oh
like
my God. Yeah.
imagine thinking you're gonna have the throne only for like you to have a random brother who existed this whole time and you were never told. And also he's gonna
Mhm.
be king.
And not even just that. We know the reason why King Acorn is like so happy to like just like immediately give it to him because we know that she would have it if if he would get her to get
Agree.
the arranged marriage with Antoine.
Well, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Even if she did, I think he would have still stripped it away from her because
Probably.
I cannot tell this man's like mo because
Me neither.
the reason he gives it to Elias seems so like benevolent, but also like he was so
He's just
wait,
so
hold
like
on, yeah,
cruel with Sally previously, just so
Yeah,
like
he's
here's the
like
pool
I.
that we become like
Yeah, yeah, we
powerful
become
with.
like royals with these, and he's also like, oh yeah, I didn't want you to have the burden of leadership, so I'm giving it to Elias. But like, he was so insistent on her getting the arranged marriage so she could become queen. So where, what is it exactly?
Yeah, I don't get him.
I don't, I don't know, man. Um, yeah, it's it's just so strange. I don't know. This Max is just like the most inconsistent character in this comic right now.
Oh my God, yeah, no. They're definitely the most inconsistent, the most like obnoxious too. Suddenly
Yeah,
like turning on the freedom fighters too. Why is he an asshole to Sonic?
and you
He's like
see,
an unironic asshole to him. Like I'm just gonna be
yeah.
straight
Well,
up
I
with
think
it.
it's because
Like
it's like the commoner thing, right?
yeah, but like not even just that. Like dude defeated Ixis and brought back Nate
To be,
and like
yeah.
dude cared more about the fact
Oh,
that Nate
right.
was back than anything that Sonic did.
I mean, like I can understand that, but like he doesn't even like give Sonic any credit for anything.
Yeah, that's my
It's
point. Like he
yeah,
didn't care at all.
yeah. I forgot Nate Morgan existed. I'm gonna be
Like
honest.
no, completely fair. He gets kidnapped, so like yeah.
Yeah. So it's just Max. Like I understand Max being happy, but it's like he's just like sometimes he'll be happy, sometimes he'll be sad, which could be interesting character conflict of being what's it? Is it schizophrenic? Is that what it is, or bipolar? Bipolar.
Yeah.
If Max was like canonically bipolar, maybe this would be good. But like, they ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna touch on
Yeah,
that at
they're
all.
not
He's just
even thinking about that. Yeah, no.
yeah, it's just gonna
They
be him going back and forth.
they just want conflict for conflict's sake.
Yeah, it's just like, and I know you need conflict in like most stories, but it's just like it's not good conflict. It's just yeah, it's just like what you said, conflict for conflict's sake.
Hmm.
And yeah, he disbands the freedom fighters, and he doesn't try to be nice about it. He's like, we should have had children fighting this war the whole time, which is like, yeah, it's true, but like, a little too late now.
Like, but they also saved you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late now, buddy. They've been fighting. They're like your most some of your most experienced people. They're more experienced than goddamn Wombat Stew over here
Yeah, like what?
or Valdez. Who knew what Valdez was up to before? I don't know. Jeffrey didn't say anything.
We weren't told
Or
anything
Hershey.
about them.
Hershey. Why? Hershey is part of the Secret Service, and she can't do shit.
Yeah, she's literally just there to be there. Like, even when they like, even when Jeffrey was recruiting people, it felt like he just kind of took her to take her.
Yeah. So why is King Max all of a sudden being like, yes, my top elite Secret Service instead of the Freedom Fighters? But the Freedom Fighters have more wins than them.
I think it's literally only because they pulled like the most important win to him, where they were
True.
like, where he
They
was
got
like, they got
Elias.
my son back, and
Yeah.
now we have the queen confirmed. Fuck you guys.
Also, Jeffrey's just like the leader of it. So,
Yeah.
oh, actually, I just remember the existence of these guys. But they were I think dogs that had Elias with them. They were cool, right? They were dogs. What were they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They were like bulldogs.
they
Yeah.
were chill. That's all I have to say. I doubt they'll reappear, to be honest. But
Yeah.
um, and then, oh yeah, right. So when they get to the bar, and Nate Morgan gets splashed with like the soup, and then the guy, the way Sonic immediately gets up in his face was kind of really funny.
Oh my God, yeah, he just immediately like just pulls up.
He was like talking to Antoine, giving him this heartbreaking news. He's just up in this guy's face. The panda is just like, he's screwed now, man.
Yeah, it was like the it's like the Goku memes where it's just like, I heard you're strong.
Yeah, yeah. Like, are you strong? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I guess the villains all kidnapped Nate. Oh no.
Yep. Oh
I
no.
mean, yes, definitely got like the whole rogues gallery, right?
Yeah, he's got them all.
He's like a Pokemon master. Um, yeah, I mean he has Fang. Oh, I honestly forgot Fang was in there. I thought he was in a different prison, to be honest. Um, but yeah, I guess Fang will maybe do some stuff. Uh,
Maybe.
and
Maybe.
oh right, yeah. Just for another comment on the Wolfpack story, but Luffy just kind of immediately like says, "Oh yeah, we're gonna adopt these children," but they don't really ask the girls if they want to stay. Like I know the
Yeah,
answer would be yes, but like it's probably just like a courtesy thing. Like I don't think you should just assume, right? If you can adopt these kids.
definitely shouldn't.
Oh
But
yeah,
don't know, whatever.
oh
I
yeah,
guess wolf moment.
yep. Oh yeah, and then Sonic 70 specifically. Um, the title card for it reminded me of like the Breaking Bad intro or like a
What?
street sign.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where it's like where it said saving Nate Morgan.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I
was
thought
just
that was a really weird moment because I was like, why'd they use
why
like
does
the
it look
most
like
basic
that?
font?
Yeah, right. It just looks like a fucking street sign. The street sign all lowercase. Oh,
Hmm.
and Sonic makes a 0 out of 10 pun. I guess that's guerrilla warfare.
Oh
Like,
my God.
okay.
I didn't even register that. Yeah, no. Fucking horrible pun.
Need this man to stop breathing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just
also
need to know more.
yeah, another comment about Acorn choosing the Secret Service. Aren't most of them also kids? Or at least
Yeah.
Wombats do in Hershey.
Uh, Wombat Suit definitely, I
Yeah,
feel, as
Hershey
a kid.
maybe. Young
Yeah,
adult at
Hershey's a
least.
maybe. Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're not that far outside of Sonic's age, so it's like I still don't get it. But I did like that Sonic and Elias like stowed away separately to get there on the mission.
Yeah. It was a pretty nice moment between two.
Yeah, and then what's it called? Yeah, no, Sonic was actually correct in this argument though. Jeffrey was being stupid.
He
Or
was being racist.
what did he say again? That was
He was like, I honestly just don't care about Nate Morgan or whatever. He
Oh
was like, I
yeah, I
don't.
mean, I feel like that's just like the Mobians in general. I think that's going to be addressed. So I'm not going to talk about the obvious racist towards Overlanders because I guess it's like a universe established thing. So I guess I'll let them deal with that. But I mean more like I guess because Jeffrey doesn't give a shit, but like he's just like, oh yeah, we need to make a ruckus and let them know we're here. Like, no, bro, what? King Acorn would
Yeah.
kill you for that. Oh yeah, then the Kraken shows up.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, that just comes out of
I
nowhere.
think
Just
that
breaks
was
through the
from
floor.
I think that was from Robotnik, like messing with stuff. 'Cause that's when like the earthquake happens.
You're right,
Um,
actually. I think you're right.
because he's like
You got-
he presses the button, and then he's like
Yeah.
stuff happens, and it shows up, and then they beat it. And I guess Crockbot has also escaped now because for some reason he's been in the biplane still.
Yeah, like what?
So someone stole the tornado. Um, oh yeah, then we get to the B story. I almost enjoyed the B story because I was like, oh my god, they're actually going to talk about how Sonic completely messed up with Sandblast City. And then Tails just talks him through it and it ends.
Yeah, you're right. That I liked it too because I was like finally like he's starting to like feel guilty and be like, man, I did wrong. And then yeah, you're right. Tails just kind of is just like, you're okay. It's okay.
It's like, you're cool,
You did
Sonic. You're my
nothing.
hero. You're my big bro. You're my friend. Like, okay. He still killed those people.
You did nothing wrong, Sonic.
And if.
Nothing at
No,
all.
Tails is definitely saying this because if Sonic is at fault, then Tails is also at fault. Boom.
That's a good reason.
I know that's not the actual reason, but I'm going to headcanon that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, oh my god. Okay, it's finally time. We have hit Knuckles 22.
Oh my
Holocaust
God.
poem.
I'm not ready. Oh boy.
I I just don't understand
Why he do
what
this? Yeah,
possessed it.
no.
It's nothing about this issue has anything to do with Robotnik, and it's still here.
Yeah. It's just that he wanted to say it.
I mean, I guess it's because the Nazi parallels happened in the next issue, and he was probably like building that up. But like, what
Yeah,
on
but
earth possesses you to rewrite a Holocaust poem to make it about Sonic animals?
especially one that's like on a gravestone kind of thing.
Yes, it's just like one of the big ones. This is like a big poem.
It's
And to
like a
take
big
it,
like you're fucked for doing that.
yeah, it's like you take this so callously and rewrite it so just like just to place it in. Like you need to have more tact than that. You can't
Hmm.
just do that. And I guess because this entire issue is like the echidnas and the dingoes yelling at each other. Like, oh my god, Constable Remington. He's like, oh, the dingoes are running amok. Bro, the echidnas attacked them first. Like, hello? That,
Yeah, like I don't even know. It's crazy. What is Pender's
yeah,
going through
like,
in his head?
I can't even say the general's in the wrong at this point. The echidnas are just, like, bad about the dingoes.
Yeah, they're just horrible. They've like I'm honestly that was one of the moments that I was actually kind of happy for that they readdressed the whole housing issue thing with the dingoes
Well, the thing is,
because
like,
I was like at least
yeah,
they didn't like just like bring
drop
it
it.
up and like drop it. Yeah.
No, you see, here's the thing. Because if it wasn't for the general, I would be like, oh, they're actually tackling this somewhat okay.
Yeah.
But with the general being like a definite antagonist evil character, I can't say it's done well because like how excuse me, if you were being fucked over this bad, would you also not want to do something about it?
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like
It's
why are you villainizing him? He's right.
yeah, like it's the dingoes suddenly lost their whole city, and now they're like the kids aren't building houses for them. Yeah, of course they're gonna like make a problem,
Hmm.
whatever. And I guess oh yeah, this is the issue where everyone starts getting super tall. It looks so weird.
Oh my God, yeah.
Um, was the Was this the introduction of what's his name, Zenon, or was Dimitri the robot in this one?
That's what I kept getting confused about. I'm glad you brought this up because I was getting confused. I was like, this is Dimitri, right? We're talking like Enerjack
Yeah,
type shit right now,
well in
right?
23 and 24 I could tell when it was Dimitri, but like in 22 I was just like, ooh,
Mm-hmm. No, in 22, I yeah, no, I had like issues in 22 because I was like, nobody's like name dropping him or
yeah,
anything or like really like saying
it didn't
much.
feel like a tease by the way it was paneled.
Yeah. By the way, panel for him, his introduction, sick as fuck with all the
Oh
like
yeah, it looked cool.
mechanical
No, the
shit.
art is really cool
Yeah,
for him.
yeah,
That's what I think. It's
really
like it's
cool.
good art, but it's just weird proportions for Sonic
Yeah,
characters.
no, you're right. But yeah, no, like, cause like what confused me later, cause you brought that up, like I kept being like, okay, I know who this is, and then like I don't know if they were addressing him or whatever, but they said that name too, Xenon
Zenon,
or
well yeah, that's because
Zenon.
that's the one that attacks in
That's the
public.
other
Yeah,
robotish one,
that's the
right?
guy who attacks them in public.
Yeah, like that guy was also there, but like there was a moment where they were like talking to Dimitri, or it
Yeah,
looked like Dimitri, and then they said his name instead, and
so
I
I think
was
he
like,
was right
what?
next to him. Maybe.
Probably. Just,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was weird.
just
Um,
moments that Knuckles issues have problems with, which is just the text again. Like,
yeah, because sometimes they the panels like the text will be for the next panel, but it's on that panel, and it's like
hmm
why do that? Just
doesn't make any sense. It confuses the heck out of me because then I'm sitting there like, what am I?
how am I
How
supposed to
am I
read this? Yeah,
supposed to
no.
register
Or the
this? Yeah.
worst is when like they split. Sometimes when they split two text bubbles, it's for to have something in between them, and sometimes there's nothing in between. There's no dialogue in between them. So it's like, how am I supposed to read this?
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, we've gone over this again and again, but it just bears repeating because it keeps happening. Also, it says something in a Knuckles comic. I forgot the equivalent of the Master Emerald even existed.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, because when Locke showed up and what we're showing it went into the room, I was like, oh my god, right? This is like a thing that still exists in this universe.
Yeah, I was like, holy hell, like we have Mammoth Mogul still trapped in the
Yeah, that was
giant.
cool. That was a cool touch.
Yeah,
But yeah, the fact that I forgot about the Master Emerald in this comic is ridiculous.
Y- yeah, no, it's just because so much stuff keeps getting thrown at us, and it's
Yeah,
like
it's
we're
not a
trying to,
major thing anymore.
yeah, we're just trying to like register everything, and then it tries to keep everything that it's bringing up like a focal point,
Yeah.
but they didn't talk about the Master Emerald for so long that it's just like, dude,
Well,
what do you want me to focus on?
what I'm interested in is how they're gonna retcon this into being like the Master Emerald normally.
Hmm.
Because I know later a black emerald gets introduced, but like, is the Master Emerald proper going to be a thing, or is that going to be only happening after the reboot? Because like,
think it's gonna be after reboot.
true, but like, it just feels weird that for like most of this comic's existence, there's no Master Emerald, right?
It does.
It's all right. Whatever. That's like the least of the big deal. It's just the fact that it did get acknowledged for so long is just not good.
Hmm.
Um, I do like that Dimitri became a robot. Like the idea of just because like he became like super old after he lost his powers. So
Oh
it
my
makes sense
god,
that he
yeah.
needed it makes sense that he needed to become a robot. Um, I get, yeah, he looks cool, but like I'm just wondering what they're gonna if they're gonna like turn him back or whatever. Because I feel like he
Yeah.
would be a robot the whole time, right?
I mean, because I'm pretty sure where we're going, just from like small knowledge of the future, I'm pretty sure he ends up
It's
like
no use.
being like a spirit later. Like he can like
Okay,
possess.
for those
So
people.
I
Oh yeah, because I
think
think I remember hearing that Knuckles gets possessed at some point,
yeah, so I think he's
like
gonna remain
die,
a robot until like he dies, but then when he dies he'll be
like a
dead until
spirit.
the spirit of Enerjack, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So you know how they started defining words.
Yeah.
Okay. So I find it funny that they defined yeah they defined hypocrite, but they didn't define ornery. And I'm pretty sure people would use ornery less than hypocrite.
Yeah, hypocrite I feel like is a
Like
very like
it's a kids
common,
comic,
well-known one.
so
Yeah.
I know I was like, okay, you know what, they're explaining hypocrite for the kids. That's fine. That's okay.
Hmm.
They didn't define ornery. Like you can figure it out based on the way it's used, but like
It's just
weird.
that kids don't really have those context clues the
Yeah,
same way.
exactly. And then we end the issue on the big
Mm.
page. Hail
Oh my
Dimitri!
dude, I
Oh,
saw that and I was like I like I like I don't know how to describe what I felt. It was just like mental facepalm because I was just like, "Oh my God." I knew it was coming. I just it's just weird to finally be here because it's
like
like
we know, we have the context now.
yeah. Like
We've
we
read
had
this.
it was one of the first images we discussed
Yep,
upon making like
the
all the like
background image. Yeah,
yeah, it's just like dude, there's no way we finally made it
we
here.
made that's another critical moment checked off.
Oh, yep.
It's yeah, I don't think context, if anything, has made this worse.
Oh my God, yeah, no, context made this way worse. We got mind control that
Oh my
led
god,
into
yeah,
this.
he mind controls the High Counselor, and at the end of this
Yeah.
arc, he's just a vegetable.
Yeah, so we got we got robotic
Political.
lobotomy
Yeah.
turned into brain dead council member.
Dude, yeah, this entire arc is just politics until it stops becoming politics and it's just a fight. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, dude, whatever. Um, yeah, because in Knuckles 23 is when the High Counselor says, I'm gonna step down, never run again. I'm just like,
Mhm.
at first I didn't realize that he had been like, that was the guy who had mind controlled because all these echidnas look the fucking same.
Yeah.
Um, so my first note was silly penders. An old person in power would never admit never run again.
Exactly. You got the
Um,
politics all wrong.
yeah, but I guess I didn't realize that was the same guy who got um, lobotomized because I thought he had white hair or something, but he had like brown hair later. Um, something I realized in this issue was I don't like that the rest of the floating island doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, what happened to the whole like they like I kind of liked it before when they made it feel like Knuckles was actually like a guardian for all these
Yeah,
like animals and
right. Like
stuff.
he's like the island was so big, we got introduced to some of it. Like it wasn't fleshed out super well yet, but like now it's just a Kidnapolis.
Hmm.
Like the last time we saw one of the other ruins was I think actually pretty recently because the Secret Service passes by some of it. I think they passed Angelopolis. But like other than
Oh
that,
yeah.
we don't really explore the island anymore. Like we haven't seen any of the other animals. Like I guess they show up as like background people in like the elections and stuff, which surprised me. But like where's the rest of the island? Knuckles he doesn't even defend anything. He just defend like he just spends his time around Echidnaopolis the whole time.
Yeah, he's like not playing his role as guardian.
Yeah, it's shame. I don't know. It's just like too much hyper focus on the echidna stuff, and Knuckles not getting that focus.
Yeah.
Which I guess he's kind of getting focused now, but then it gets ripped away for the whole Dimitri stuff. It's just it's so bizarre again the way this is all done. Like the Dark Legion sneaking in, trying to like the thing is the Dark Legion trying to influence the politics of Echidnaopolis could be interesting, but it's also rushed. It's like we usually say it's dragged out, but this is like rushed as fuck.
Yeah. There's like a lot of I don't know what it was with this week, but a lot of moments felt a little bit like trying to push like forward.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because like we get all of a sudden Dimitri has like well no not Dimitri what's his name what was the guy who was running like the guy that the High Counselor said was a successor
Uh, you're talking about
the guy who hailed like
man. Yeah, no, I blanked down his name too because I was so focused on the Hail Dimitri stuff when he said it
yeah
that I was just like, and I
he's a
don't know.
robot though
He was.
and
Yeah,
it's a
because he
robot
melted
guy
away and yeah.
yeah robot hail man was all of a sudden had like was able to get everyone to not everyone but like a lot of people to support the Dark Legion like side but that wasn't built up to at all. He just like it had one speech and suddenly had a bunch of support.
Hmm.
Then the next issue is like them fighting each other, so you don't really get that like oh we don't really get the build up. We don't see the rest of the Kidnapolis like how they feel about this.
Yeah, it feels like it's trying to like dodge all these questions that you would think about and just trying to like push the plot forward. And it's
Yeah,
like you're rushing too far ahead. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore.
yeah, like
And I think that's why I got more confused towards the end half, where I was just like it was just so much going like happening at once, where I started like fumbling names in my head and
yeah,
being like,
because
what,
it's like I
who,
still don't
what,
have
where?
yeah I still don't know all the Brotherhood's names.
Yeah, no, there's too many. I'm just like, dude, okay.
Like I can only remember Spectre now because he actually did something.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I like
Spectre's
him.
great.
He's cool. It's a
Yeah.
shame it took forever for him to do something.
Mm.
Um,
I
yeah,
like
it's
his
just
like vibe. I like his fog machine.
yeah, I like it. Yeah, no, I like him. He's cool. It's just
Yeah.
like it's just so bizarre to try and tackle all these themes, which can be a good idea to like introduce the kids, but it's just like not done at all well. Like shit just
It
happens,
really is.
and it just compounds over the course of the whole comic. Because we're like I still don't feel like we really know Knuckles that well.
We don't
Like
like cause we're still focusing on everyone else.
yeah, like we we might as well know Locke better than Knuckles at this point.
Hmm.
I guess we can get to the. Oh, right, Knuckles 24. So, in the crawl of this one, they take FDR's quote about not having anything to fear but fear itself.
My God.
So, yeah, that's another one.
Of
Um,
course.
and we have, yeah, Dimitri tries to act like noble about tech and stuff. Like, he was just evil before.
Yeah, I don't know why, bros. Like, just characters not being able to like
Stay consistent.
stick to. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is easily his most threatening appearance aside from most of his first one, only because he doesn't, like, immediately job.
Yeah. No, I like his appearance.
Yeah, this is funny because it's like he's better than he was than when he was Enerjack right now. So I don't know, yeah, but like he's like, oh, we're gonna rig the election. Like, damn, okay. Um, all right, so they tried blackmail Remington.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, they did.
Why don't they just mind control him?
You're right. That's like. Oh my God. Yeah. No, I don't even know why they wasted time with
I
that.
thought
Then yeah.
I thought that's what they were gonna do. They were gonna say we're gonna talk in a private area, and then they were gonna knock him out, kidnap him, and mind control him like they did the High Counselor. I thought that's what was gonna happen.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, no, you're completely on the nose with that because it's just like, why bother?
Right? Like, what's the point? Like, even if he does accept the blackmail, who knows when he eventually would just like randomly turn on you?
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't even accept the blackmail in this one. If you just mind control them, boom, that's it. He's done. Um, right. An inspector randomly has like what's key blasts, which apparently Locke also can do because he's
Yeah,
like
because
you have
he
the
could.
power of the emerald.
Mm-hmm.
Like why haven't we? Okay, sure. I mean, I guess he never had to fight before, but like
Yeah, but it just feels so like.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, because then they're also like, uh, Knuckles is exhibiting like
Yeah,
such
right.
strong power,
Like we
and it's
saw.
like then they start using their powers, and it's like, is it really that much stronger than what you're
Yeah, if
doing?
anything, I don't think Knuckles was using Key Blast when he was apparently doing off that fighting that horde where we didn't get to see much.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we didn't see anything like that. So what makes him stronger than any of them? They have Key Blast, and Locke just chooses to throw hands instead. You have the return of Harry in this one.
oh my god, yeah.
Harry's like, I feel bad for Harry at this point, man. Remington was just like, "Yo, Harry, let's go." I'm like, it's like, damn, okay.
Just got dragged in. Bro's like, follow that car. Fine.
Yeah. And there's the graffiti wall with Sonic's face on it.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a nice,
Yeah,
cute little
I think it had like
thing.
the signatures of some of the artists because I think the Spaz one felt like Spaziante's like art signature.
That's cool.
Um, oh right, hold on. Someone at the end of 24 says like I think it's Dimitri. He was like, "Oh, I've waited a long time for this."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
was it
that's
Dimitri?
him.
Yeah, what was he doing with that? He was listening with
Who do
Knuckles,
you?
right?
Yeah, like I don't know. He was just analyzing Knuckles, right?
Yeah, no, because I have written down in my notes. He's like, "How have you waited a long time for this? You didn't know." So I think it was like, hold on, let me
Oh,
pull
I
it
think it was
up.
just the fact that he wanted to like analyze him, and you're like, why are you waiting so like why are you saying that you waited so long to like analyze Knuckles and
Oh yeah,
understand
like
what
he's
he
like a
is?
normal guy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you only knew he was a normal guardian.
yeah. I don't know. It was, I guess, another kind of record. Oh, fine. I remember the robot guy's name now, Benedict, because I wrote it down
Oh,
when he
yeah.
got melted down. I wrote, "Oh, Benedict's a robot."
Mm,
Um, yeah, Prados is a vegetable, and then Dimitri escaped and does like a monologue. Right? Oh, yeah, because he like Knuckles like blows up the lab, or he blows up Haven because of the trying to siphon them off.
yeah, they're like, let's check out his energy more, and then he's like, I'm a living nuke.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, what if you just do that again? Just send Knuckles into Mobotropolis?
No, it's horrible. Just actually nuclear warfare.
Hey, okay, like imagine in the Mecha Madness special, they just did that instead, right?
Oh,
Or
you're
not
right.
Mecha, like I mean,
Imagine that's
he
how they
detonated
explain
all the
it. I guess.
he detonated all the nuclear warheads, right?
Yeah. Imagine like they pull like that far of an explanation. He still has some radioactivity on him.
I mean, I don't think Mobotropolis would be like you could even get close to habitable.
Yeah.
If half that many nuclear warheads exploded on, I mean, I think the planet would be fucked. But yes, I don't think they are gonna acknowledge that nukes blew up in this universe. But yeah, I think that's all the issues for this week.
Yep.
You have any other
That's all.
comments?
I do not. Let's hope next week is better.
It's not. You know that it's not.
I
Stop
know
trying to
it's not.
hope. You know
We're
what's
in the bad section.
yeah. So since we know what we're reading next week, we could just say it off. Let me scroll down a bit on this reading order.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so we know 24. So we're reading Sonic 71 through Knuckles 28. So we have. Oh, we are gonna read Sonic Kids 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, we have the Sabrina the Teenage Witch crossover. I don't
Oh,
know
that'll be
anything.
fun.
Yeah, probably because it's like I think a two-issue crossover.
Okay. That'll yeah, no, that's gonna be fun.
I don't know anything about Sabrina the Teenage Witch, so we'll see
Yeah.
what exactly she's all about. But whatever. What is it? One, two, three, four, five, six. So six Sonic issues. Well, six issues with Sonic as the focus. And then one, two, three, four. Finally, a majority Sonic week. Yes.
About
Oh
time.
my god.
We've been going through the trenches of
Dude.
Knuckles.
Like it's not like it's gonna be that much of an upgrade, but anything to get away from these echidnas, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, just give me a breather.
A little bit, just a small breather before this gets merged into the main comic and we have to deal with it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, anyway, yeah, I guess so. Mid out of 10 once again.
Yeah, just straight 5.
Yeah, I guess, whatever. Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you
Peace
guys
out.
next time.